Right now, the three finalists for MMSD Superintendent. We're taking a look at their backgrounds and their messages to you. Plus, a presidential long shot requests a place on our state's ballot, who he's asking to weigh in and when the deadline is to decide.
Very mild start to our morning with cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 30s. We may see a few flakes of snow today. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Shane Hogan. Both Chris and Leah have the day off. All right, Kelly, we've been talking about those mild temps this morning. They are going to continue this week. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's actually probably going to get warmer as the week wears on, going into the upcoming weekend. Today, we're kind of in this transition. We've had the cloudy skies for the most part over the last week or so, but one more cloudy day and also a few flurries. You can see some of these flurries moving through Sauk County, Richland County, headed southbound. That's about it. We're not expecting much out of this. Some of this may actually mix with a little bit of a sprinkle activity or a brief shower throughout the day. 37 right now, though, in Madison, 37 in Middleton, Verona at 39, so an unseasonably mild start to the day. I really don't expect temperatures to rise a whole lot from where we're at, simply because we have a northwest wind behind a cold front. And that may trigger a few flurries or a little bit of drizzle today. Sun returns tomorrow, and that will continue for the rest of the week into the weekend. Temperatures well into the 40s going through the weekend as well. So unseasonably mild weather. Don't have the fog like we've seen over the last several mornings. Visibility is near 10 miles, as we will look at cloudy skies, northwest wind, keeping our temperatures generally in the mid to upper 30s throughout the day today. Maybe a snow flurry or a passing brief shower. Otherwise, just cloudy skies today, a mild afternoon. We do have that sun in our forecast tomorrow, and that looks like that'll continue for a while. We'll have that forecast coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Now to continuing coverage on the 3 U.S. service members killed in Jordan over the weekend. Officials say U.S. forces may have mistaken an enemy drone for an American one, letting it into the desert base without challenging it. This as the U.S. plans a powerful retaliatory attack against the Iran-backed militants who killed them. Now to a live look at the White House this morning. That's where President Biden is under increasing pressure to forcefully respond to the attack, to stop attacks on U.S. troops in the region for good. Since October, militants have targeted U.S. military facilities more than 160 times. Those attacks injured around 120 service members. The challenge now is how to carry out a response without dragging the U.S. into another war.
We will respond decisively to any aggression, and we will hold responsible the people who attacked our troops.
We do not seek another war. We do not seek to escalate. But we will absolutely do what is required to protect ourselves.
We will have more on the service members who lost their lives in that attack in our next half hour. And News 3 Now will continue keeping you informed on the U.S. response to these attacks in the Middle East. You can download the free Channel 3000 mobile app to receive updates on the story as we get them. 6:03 now in more local news. After receiving 60 applications, the Madison School Board search for a superintendent is down to 3 people. News 3 Now is giving you a look at each finalist's background and the messages they have for Madison parents and teachers. Our Arman Rahman reports.
All 3 finalists filmed a video that's available on MMSD's website, each answering the same question from a parent, teacher, student, administrator, and community organization. Dr. Joe Gothard is currently the superintendent of St. Paul Public Schools, where he won 2024 Minnesota Superintendent of the Year. You might recognize him because Gothard was a Madison student, former La Follette High School football coach, and was a principal for MMSD. He says that's a sign he'll be a superintendent who sticks around.
So I have a well-rounded view of this district, all of its challenges, but more importantly, all the opportunities.
Dr. Yvonne Stokes was most recently superintendent of Hamilton Southeastern Schools, one of the largest districts in Indiana. According to WTTV in Indianapolis, she resigned from the position last September after 2 years. This is how she said she'd vet any new curriculum programs about literacy in Madison.
Will the resource and consideration meet the needs of all our learners? Will the resource allow our students to interact with literacy in a way that will be meaningful to their culture and learning style?
And Mohammad Chaudhry was the state superintendent of schools in Maryland. He started as a teacher in Los Angeles before moving to more administrative roles in different states. Chaudhry says if selected, he would regularly shadow Madison students at each grade level and to boost teacher morale, establish a central office.
Dedicated to the success of each school, educator, and principal, a central office that proactively works hand in hand with school leaders and teachers where every school and its needs are known.
The Madison School Board started looking for a new leader last summer when Dr. Carlton Jenkins retired after 3 years. Lisa Quistad has served as interim superintendent.
That was Arman Rahman reporting. Next week, community panels and the Board of Education will interview the finalists. More information on how to watch those interviews and make your voice heard is available at this story over on channel3000.com. And for parents of kids who want to attend a school district different from the one they live in, public school open enrollment for the 2024-25 school year begins next week. Applications open Monday and close at the end of April. You'll be notified of the status of your child's application by June 7th. All application materials are available at the Department of Public Instruction's website. Research suggests high schoolers who reported using alcohol, marijuana, or nicotine are at a higher risk of mental health disorders. A survey of more than 15,000 students in Massachusetts found teens who reported using had an increased prevalence of depression, anxiety, ADHD symptoms, and suicidal thoughts. The increase was true even for teens with relatively low levels of use. Meanwhile, the Justice Department says schools are the third most common place for hate crimes here in the U.S. The number of hate crimes at schools more than doubled between 2020 and 2022, going up from 500 upward of 1,300. 10% of all hate crimes in the U.S. during 2022 happened in schools or on college campuses. Most incidents target Black, Jewish, and LGBTQ students. The most common crimes are intimidation, vandalism, and assault. We're taking a look at what leads police to begin a chase after multiple pursuits took place this month in Dane County. That includes the New Year's Day chase with Monona police ending with a crash that killed 3 people. Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett says multiple factors are at play when police consider a pursuit, including public safety.
Law enforcement officers have to operate with due regard. And due regard is making sure that we are not putting the public at risk by continuing the pursuit.
It's important to note pursuit policies are different across Dane County law enforcement agencies. Coming up on Thursday, News 3 Now at 10 will take a closer look at these policies, and we will have a recap for you on Friday morning. At the Capitol today, lawmakers will consider a bill about how artificial intelligence is used in political campaigns. The bipartisan bill would require any political ad that uses AI to include at its beginning and end the phrase contains content generated by AI. The bill's supporters say this disclaimer would help voters decipher what's real when it comes to political ads. More elections coverage now. Minnesota Representative Dean Phillips is asking the Wisconsin Supreme Court to put him on the primary ballot. Phillips is the only Democrat running against President Joe Biden. The targets of his suit are the committee that decided to make the Biden campaign the only candidate and the Elections Commission as well. The court is giving them until Wednesday to respond. If the court accepts the case, Phillips is asking for a decision by February 9th. We're keeping an eye on how Governor Tony Evers plans to follow through on the statements he made during his State of the State address. While the major theme was Wisconsin's workforce, Evers also touched on investments in conservation programs. Within the last few days, the governor announced federal funds will go toward conserving nearly 55,000 acres of land near Rhinelander. It's set to be one of the biggest such conservation projects in the state. Kelly?
These skies this morning, temperatures are mild in the 30s, pretty much holding steady throughout the day. May see a flurry or two today, but the sun returns tomorrow. Going to be a mild forecast. We'll have the first warning forecast coming up.
And ahead in sports, Badger men's basketball is moving up in the rankings. We're previewing their big week ahead.
Plus, we're live in the 608 at the Edgewater, looking ahead to frozen assets by Clean Lakes Alliance. What you need to know as far as how the weather is going to impact the event coming up.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 2.99% APR financing for 60 months on a tough 2023 Toyota Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
News 3 Now and Vortex presents Spirit of Service, honoring those who've made a real difference in our community.
Do you know a veteran whose actions have been a positive force in the area? If so, nominate them for the Spirit of Service Award.
Log on to channel3000.com, nominate a veteran, and tell us why they're a pillar in our community. A winner will be selected on March 11th.
Help us celebrate our hometown heroes.
The Spirit of Service Award, presented by Vortex.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis takes you off course, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When I wanted to see results fast, Rinvoq delivered rapid symptom relief and helped leave bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC caused damage, Rinvoq came through by visibly repairing my colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. That's right, only $15 a month per line. It's our best price on unlimited mobile. Switch now and save over $1,400 for the first year with Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Call 855-204-1678 or visit a Spectrum store near you. With Spectrum Mobile, you get a fast, reliable 5G network that millions of customers rely on. And you get the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited data to stream all day and the freedom to text and talk all you want. Plus, nationwide 5G at no additional cost. All this for $15 a line with no added taxes or hidden fees. Start saving over $1,400 on your mobile bill now. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Call 855-204-1678 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Well, we are in the 608 this morning with the latest on Frozen Assets, the annual festival by the Clean Lakes Alliance. Our Josh Sprider is live at the Edgewater with how they've really had to pivot this year due to weather. Josh, especially this upcoming week, we've been talking about it all morning. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning, Shane. Yeah, not too bad out here this morning. And of course, weather has been impacting a lot of Wisconsinites all winter because it's really been so mild, especially here lately, which has Clean Lakes Alliance looking at their frozen assets this week. And it might look just a little bit different if you've been out here before. This is one of the biggest events of the year. James Ty with the Clean Lakes Alliance is joining us at the Edgewater. James, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming out to the Edgewater. Edgewater is a great way to enter Lake Mendota and enjoy the lake. And really, when the lakes are frozen, and actually all year long, they are our frozen assets. They are what makes this community so special, and they're a huge economic driver.
So for folks that have not been to frozen assets before, I mean, this is a huge event.
Yeah, it's 10 days of science, education, fun, really a way for everybody to come out. Whether you're young or old, the Edgewater is someplace you can come out and really enjoy the lakes. Tonight, we've got a donor appreciation happy hour. Tomorrow night, we've got Elsa and the gang coming from Frozen for a skate. But then really it's the weekend. The original Frozen Assets Festival is this weekend. And we've got lots of things going on, including Friday night, we've got DJ Nick Nice for Night Ice, skating on the plaza. Friday night, we've got kites that actually light up in the sky.
That's cool.
They will be back then all day. Saturday for kites. Lots of different University of Wisconsin labs, physics, limnology, what's colder than an ice cube. So really can come down and learn, but also have fun. We've got free hot chocolate, free skating, and then unfortunately the 5K has been pivoted into Madison's largest winter workout. So right here on the plaza, Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, you can still sign up. and you can get some exercise on outside.
I love that. And I mean, you guys are all about pivoting. You've done this before.
Yeah.
You always have to look at the weather, but that doesn't stop you. It doesn't matter what the weather is. You guys are still going to be out here.
Yeah, you know what? That's a really great thing about Wisconsin. We're up for anything, right? So it can be below zero and snowing, and we're here. It can be mild weather. Great thing, we've got this wonderful ice skating rink right here at the Edgewater. It's open, you know, all the time. Come on down. It's really just a wonderful place to celebrate the lake, and we're so thankful for all of our sponsors, including the Edgewater is one of our presenting sponsor, and all the great work they do to put this on, and also Associated Bank.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any better than this as far as a backdrop, right?
No, I mean, John Nolan came up with this idea 100 years ago to connect the two ends of the lakes, from Monona Terrace through the Capitol, right here to the Edgewater, and it's really so thankful to have Amy Supple and the Dunn family to actually build this great monument to Madison.
Yeah, very lucky to live here for sure. James, it was good to see you. Thank you so much,
pleasure.
and have a great week.
Yeah, if it wouldn't be bad if I didn't say go to cleanlakesalliance.org to find out more information.
You bet, and we'll have that up on channel3000.com as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, James. Again, Clean Lakes Alliance hosting Frozen Assets right now this week. For more information, you can go up to our website, Shane.
You picked it up.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. All right, it is 6:15 on your Tuesday morning.
Yeah, you know, I tell you what, the mild weather just continues on, and we continue to shrink the snow out here, and it's a very mild start to the morning, and we really don't have the fog like we've seen the last several mornings, and I don't think that'll be too much of an issue if you are commuting to work or school. You can see that a little bit of a wind there coming off of Lake Mendota in Josh's shot. Right now, though, looking at our Edgewater sky cam, things look pretty clear as far as the fog is concerned. We do have some clouds, but really no fog to be concerned with, at least this morning. Well, we'd like to see some sun, and Nancy picked up this beautiful photo from Lancaster. What a beautiful shot of the sun going down. The sky looks like it's on fire. We'll have that opportunity of seeing some sun going forward. So we'd like to see your photos as well. Just go to channel3000.com, click on the weather section, and you can easily submit one of your photos. All right, visibility is not too much of an issue this morning. Visibility is near 10 miles. We don't have the thick fog like we've seen. And I tell you what, Doppler track's having a hard time, but it's picking up a few snow flurries up there in Sauk County, Richland County toward Richland Center, also toward Reedsburg and Prairie du Sac, seeing a couple of these. We do have a cold front that is sliding through southern Wisconsin this morning. So even though we're mild now, I don't expect us to really rise a whole lot from where we're at. Pretty much holding steady for the rest of today, and on the backside of this storm system, enough cloud cover, enough energy, can't rule out a few sprinkles or a few flurries throughout the day today. After this, we're looking at temperatures well into the 40s starting tomorrow, right through the rest of the week into the weekend, and some sunshine expected for the next several days as well. Temperatures in the 30s this morning with the clouds persisting. Can't rule out a snowflake, maybe a sprinkle or some drizzle passing throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon. Temperatures generally in the mid to upper 30s, so pretty much holding steady. But after that, you know, it's tomorrow or today only in the 30s, but tomorrow we're in the 40s, and we'll continue those 40s right through next Thursday. Headed well into February by that point. This weak disturbance passing through right now, triggering the flurries, maybe a sprinkle or two, but then the jet stream gets stagnant, basically a blocking weather pattern, storm system out west, one out east. In between, we're sandwiched right there, and we're looking at mild conditions in the storm track as they move into the west coast. We'll be diving to the south, headed toward the southern tier of the United States. 37 right now in Madison, 38 in the Dells, 36 in Watertown, 34 in Mineral Point. Across Dane County, we're all above freezing. 33 right now in Wanakee, 34 in Cottage Grove, and also Sun Prairie. All right, our first warm forecast keeps it cloudy today with a flurry or some drizzle expected today. 41 tomorrow with sunshine returning. Low to mid 40s for the rest of the week into the weekend, and noticing some sunshine. Quiet weather will persist throughout much of next week as well.
The Nuggets and the Bucks have won 2 of the last 3 NBA titles, and between Giannis and Nikola Jokic, they've won 4 of the last 5 MVPs. But last night, that wasn't even the big story because Doc Rivers is in. It's Rivers' first game at the helm for the Deer. Bucks down 9 with 11 minutes to go, and the freak starts taking over. Giannis powers in the dunk. How did he even do that? Well, that's why he won another Eastern Conference Player of the Week award today. That helped the Bucks get momentum to tie this game at 88. 8 minutes to go, and Giannis climbs the tower again to stuffed down another ferocious jam. It would give the Bucks the lead, but the Nuggets pulled away at the end, 113-107 the final in that one. As for the Wisconsin men's basketball team, before the season, they were picked to finish 5th in the Big Ten. In this week's AP poll, the Badgers are the number 6 team in the country. Wisconsin edged out the likes of Duke, Kansas, Marquette, and Kentucky in the polls. It sets up a massive showdown for this weekend. After the Badgers play Nebraska on Thursday, they'll host number 2 Purdue on Sunday. Number 6 is the best the Badgers have been ranked since 2020. And for the first time in program history, Wisconsin women's basketball swept the Big Ten's weekly awards. Sarah Williams matched a career high with 31 points in their win over Rutgers, named the Big Ten Player of the Week, while Tessa Grady was named the Big Ten's Freshman of the Week. Up until last week, the Brewers hadn't made any splashes in free agency, and honestly, fans didn't really expect they would. But then they signed Rhys Hoskins, the home run hitter and first baseman the crew had been missing. He missed last season with a torn ACL, but hit at least 27 bombs in each of his last 4 full seasons. For Hoskins, the decision to come was easy, and he wants to win in Milwaukee.
I'm an athlete. I'm a sports fan at heart. I'm competitive as heck, and at the end of the day, I want to win 4 out of the last 5 division, winners here, a chance at the playoffs every single year.
Speaking of signings, the Madison Mallards made their first roster move yesterday. Deerfield native Cal Fisher returns home to Madison after earning all-star honors in his rookie season. The Florida State freshman hit 7 bombs and made a SportsCenter top 10 play last year. Wisconsin women's hockey returned to Duluth for the first time since winning their record-setting 7th national championship and swept the 7th-ranked Bulldogs this past weekend, keeping the Badgers at number 2 in the USCHO poll. Lacey Edom was named the WCHA Forward of the Week after scoring 3 times in Duluth, while Jane Gervais was named the Goaltender of the Week. And as for the men, after splitting a series at Michigan, they moved down 1 spot to number 4 in this week's poll. It sets up a top 10 border battle matchup this weekend when number 9 Minnesota comes to the Kohl Center.
Thank you, Andrew. After the break, looking ahead to summer and a face-off between 2 Wisconsin teams. We're back right after this.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. It's the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. See a huge selection of RVs and campgrounds under one roof. Meet Gilbert Brown, Gridiron Great. Tickets just $10 and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Enjoy the great outdoors at the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale at the Alliant Energy Center Friday through Sunday, February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got it. Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
Ordinary is the opposite of beautiful. Beauty drops our jaws, dilates our eyes, and beauty is something we can create right now at Floor & Decor.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, Pro Adjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
Welcome back. It's time for the trending story of the day. Wisconsin and Marquette will be bringing the I-94 rivalry to the Diamond. News 3 Sports is partnering with Team Lammy to bring fans the Wisconsin vs. Marquette Celebrity Softball Slam presented by Bank 5-9. The game will feature both Badgers and Golden Eagle alumni, current players across different sports. Money from the event will go to local charities. It's scheduled for Sunday, July 14th at Wisconsin Brewing Company Park in Oconomowoc. There's Steve Novak there, former Marquette great. That should be a lot of fun to see some of the big names.
You almost fooled me. I thought you were talking about Badgers bringing baseball back to Wisconsin.
Oh man, wouldn't that be fun? Marquette, obviously I'm a Marquette alum, and they don't have a baseball team either, but should be fun to see some of the Hoopers getting out there playing baseball. You know, it's funny when athletes cross sports, baseball's the one that always shows that's a lot harder than it looks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, how about a quick weather?
Yeah, we've got the cloudy skies out there this morning, and we'll see maybe a few flurries here and there. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. Sun returns tomorrow. It should be a mild week. Temperatures well in the 40s right through the upcoming weekend.
All right, Kelly, thanks. Stay with us, folks. We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Jordan's sore nose let out a fiery sneeze, so Dad grabbed Puffs Plus lotion to soothe her with ease. Puffs Plus lotion is gentle on sensitive skin and locks in moisture to provide soothing relief. A nose in need deserves Puffs indeed. America's #1 lotion tissue.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is wow? Sinex, breathe.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked?
Well, actually, here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now for a special offer to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swab's 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
This morning, a new border bill is facing resistance in Washington, the impact on the upcoming election. Plus, a story of service, how one veteran used his experience to help his fellow vets in need.
And a few flurries are showing up on our Doppler track this morning. We can expect that today. Cloudy skies today, but some sun expected later this week. We'll have more coming up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning on your Tuesday. Hope it's off to a nice start. I'm Shane Hogan. Both Chris and Leah have the day off. We've been talking all morning about these mild temperatures that are here to stay, Kelly.
Yeah, actually, it's going to get milder as we progress through the week going into the upcoming weekend. So unseasonably mild weather, we're going to be just about snow-free after the next several days. We do have a few snow flurries. You can see these showing up in Richland County, Sauk County. A lot of these are real light. There might be a sprinkle mixed in with that, with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s this morning. In fact, we're starting out at 37 in Madison, also Windsor, Roxbury up there at 40 degrees, Cross Plains 38. 36 in Brooklyn right now, 37 currently in Stoughton. So cloudy skies, maybe a little bit of drizzle, some passing flurries here and there today. Otherwise, just fairly cloudy this afternoon. But we are expecting sunshine tomorrow, milder temperatures with 40s for starting tomorrow, continuing right through the upcoming weekend. So right now, visibility is not too much of an issue. I know we've been dealing with that fog over the last several mornings. This morning, not a problem. Cloudy skies today, maybe a flurry or two mixing in. Temperatures pretty much holding steady in the mid to upper 30s throughout the afternoon. We actually have a weak cold front that has a northwest wind behind it, keeping temperatures pretty much status quo to where they're starting right now. So cloudy skies today, maybe a flurry or two just about at any time today, maybe a sprinkle passing through. But we are looking at some sunshine to return tomorrow. We'll take a look at those unseasonably mild temperatures coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, Kelly, thank you. We're learning more about the 3 soldiers who were killed in a drone attack conducted by Iran-backed militants over the weekend. Specialist Brianna Moffett, Kennedy Sanders, and Sergeant William Rivers were killed in action during the attack. Americans are now mourning the loss of those soldiers today, and some of their family members are speaking out to honor them. For some, this somber moment touches on the pride that families have when their children join the military. Specialist Moffett's mother is one such parent.
Was the first female in the family to join the military, so she became the second.
This strike marks the first deaths of U.S. soldiers since the beginning of the Israel-Hamas war. The 3 were assigned to the 718th Engineer Company. It's a U.S. Army Reserve unit based out of Fort Moore in Georgia. In addition to their deaths, more than 40 others were injured during the attack. We're taking a live look now at the nation's capital, where one of the largest pieces of border legislation in the last 30 years could hit the Senate floor this week. But there is a new obstacle that could stop it. Former President Donald Trump has been trying to sway Republicans to not vote for this legislation. But there has been some pushback from Washington.
A lot of the senators are trying to say respectfully they're blaming it on me. I said, that's okay. Please blame it on me. Please.
Democrats in the Senate are still holding out hope that Republicans are willing to compromise on an issue they have fought over for many years.
I am hopeful that we will still have enough Republicans in the Senate who want to fix the problem at the border rather than just do Donald Trump's bidding.
Some of the largest components of the bill include a new authority that allows the president to shut down the border between ports of entry when unlawful crossings reach high levels. Plus, reforming the asylum system to resolve cases in a shorter time frame and expedite work permits. Meanwhile, the number of immigrants continues to rise here in places like Whitewater, which sent a letter to the White House over their rising immigrant population. Now there is an organization doing their part to keep these people safe. It's called the Community Space, and it helps immigrant families acclimate to their new community, making sure they know that all are welcome.
We've always wanted people to know that it's okay to come here. No one looks at you funny because you came to get clothes. No one looks down their nose because you came to get food.
The Community Space is donation funded and volunteer led. It's open Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. If you would like to make a donation, head over to channel3000.com. Here in Madison, an ice cream maker is being fined for more than $145,000 as a result of a dozen OSHA violations. Those violations stem from an inspection last August. All 12 violations at Shep's Ice Cream are considered serious by the Department of Labor. Some of the violations relate to a lack of emergency and safety policies and procedures. Joshua Winkler, the spokesperson for Shep's Ice Cream, is responding to the issue in a statement saying, quote, "We take the safety of our employees and workplace very seriously. We are committed to taking the necessary steps to ensure the highest standards of our safety in our workplace." News 3 Now is proud to partner with Vortex Optics this winter to highlight area veterans doing good for their fellow service members. It's called Spirit of Service, and we're asking for your help finding an area veteran who's making a difference. Our Leah Linscheid takes a look back at last year's campaign winner and how he's affecting change.
It's your collection of life experiences, sometimes core-shaking events that shape who you are as a person.
I spent just about 10 years in the Air Force right here in Madison, Wisconsin.
For Don Aiken, serving alongside other veterans is one of those events. The memory that moves him to this day came after his time in uniform during a flag presentation at the VA.
There was a gentleman in a wheelchair with, his pants pinned because he had no legs, and he lifted himself out. And the candy-striped nurse that was with him, said, "No, you don't have to," and he says, I lost my legs for that flag. I'll be damned if I don't stand for it now. And that kind of hit home.
Since then, he's found a way to thank service members like that man through fishing trips up north.
It's not about the fishing. It's about the camaraderie.
These events serve as a bonding experience, a moment to open up and hold each other up. Here's how Don explains it.
We grab a bottle of water. I grab it during our ceremony. I grab it and I hold it out, 20 ounces. How much does a bottle of water weigh? If I don't do something with this bottle of water, eventually the weight of this tiny little bottle of water is going to become overwhelming. I'm not going to be able to hold it anymore. And that's when I have one of my friends come up and grab that bottle with me. And, now the two of us are sharing that weight. So that's what I try to do. I try to get them to open up, tell their story.
Since he started in 2017, Don has opened up the expeditions to first responders who might also be dealing with trauma.
The police officer that's working with somebody trying to get some drugs off the street starts getting involved personally, developing a bond with that person, and then that person has an overdose and dies, and they have to deal with that.
Don deals with it too because of another life-changing event that drives him.
I lost my son in 2016. It's a way of thanking them. I think that's how they come into it, but it's way more than that.
Don's community is thanking him. He was the winner of last year's Vortex Spirit of Service campaign, committing $5,000 to a veteran doing good for his fellow service members.
I think the big thing with Don was that his service did not stop when his service stopped. So he still is very passionate and active serving wounded veterans.
I don't like accolades. I don't like the spotlight. It's not me. I'm the guy that's behind the scenes making things happen.
All that money Don put right back into his trips because it's these experiences he's hoping will help shape the rest of their lives.
What I need them to realize is there's other people out there that might not have the exact problem you have, but there's people out there that have problems too. And kind of between that, let's work this stuff out together.
For News 3 Now, I'm Leah Linscheid.
A great story there, a great piece by our Leah Linscheid. Here's how you can help choose the next Spirit of Service winner. Head over to channel3000.com/Spirit of Service and nominate a veteran in your community who is making a difference. You have the next 3 weeks to do so. Help us thank them through our Spirit of Service. Kelly?
We have cloudy skies. May see a few flurries coming our way today. Otherwise, we're looking at some sunshine and milder temperatures on the way for the rest of the week. We'll have the first warm forecast just ahead.
Plus, Frozen Assets is here. We're live in the 608 at the Edgewater this morning, looking ahead to one of the biggest festivals of the year right outside. We're going to talk about some changes and what you can expect this weekend coming up.
Get started on your tiling project now at Menards. Give any room a fresh look with the beauty and durability of tile from Mohawk. Mohawk features over 350 ceramic, porcelain, mosaic, and glass tiles. Clean Protect Point Park tiles are $129 each. Complete your tiling job with professional quality installation products from Tech. Menards carries Tech mortar and grout to work with all floor and wall tile sizes. A 50-pound bag of Sturdy Flex thin set mortar is $12.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Struggling with the highs and lows of bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Because you are greater than your bipolar 1. And you can help take control of your symptoms with Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Sleepiness and stomach issues are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Thursday at 10. Police chases are becoming more frequent and dangerous.
It's almost become a game.
I'm asking local authorities about their pursuit policies and what's being done to keep the public from getting caught up in the crossfire. News 3 Now investigates Thursday at 10.
Join us for the night of fun and fundraising at the annual Andy North Trivia Night.
It's always a night to remember. February 15th at the Sylvie. Find tickets at andynorthandfriends.com.
If you didn't do anything for Valentine's Day, this is your chance to catch up.
We'll see you there.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
We are in the 608 this morning with the latest on Frozen Assets, the annual festival by the Clean Lakes Alliance. Our Josh Sprider is live at the Edgewater with how they've really had to pivot due to the weather this year. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Shane, good morning to you. Yeah, not too bad out here other than a little breezy this morning, but temperature-wise, it's okay, and it's because of those mild temperatures that they always are looking to adapt here, and they're going to go forward no matter what. Amy Supple is here from the Edgewater. Amy, good to see you again.
Morning.
So you guys are so used to this year after year. You never know what Wisconsin winter is going to bring, but you guys are ready for what this week is about to bring you guys.
We are, in a way. The festival might be actually even better because it's not going to be frigid cold. People can come out and kids can be outside for a long time, and everybody needs to get outside in the winter.
Yeah, we've seen it the opposite way too, where it's like 20 degrees below zero. So this honestly could be best case scenario for a lot of folks.
It could be. It could be. And like you said, we're going to go forward no matter what. We'll have the kites up. We did have to cancel the 5K race, but we're going to do a winter workout here. I'd like to call it the world's largest winter workout on the plaza at 10 a.m. on Saturday. It'll be a ton of fun.
Oh, yes.
Something new, and I think, I'm guessing we're going to add this to the festival maybe long term, because I think we've had a lot of interest in it.
I love that, and that's what it's all about, is you adapt every year, right? And sometimes some of those adaptations become pretty successful.
That's right. You just got to pivot, and you got to make it work. We're Wisconsinites. We're hardy. We'll figure it out.
We're ready for anything. So obviously, I mean, you guys are so lucky here to have this space on Lake Mendota. This is really what this event is all about, is celebrating what we have right here.
That's right. When we first conceived the Edgewater, we worked with James Ty from the Clean Lakes Alliance to really think about how could we open access to the water. And one of the things we envisioned was this festival. And you know, over time, we've really built it up to be a regional draw. People come from outside of Madison to come to the festival and to enjoy the week's events. It's really a wonderful thing.
And it's such a great partnership between the Edgewater and the Clean Lakes Alliance, because it really takes a community effort to pull off something as successful as Frozen Assets.
Yes. For us, having community partners is so important. We really want to be part of the Madison community. We call ourselves Madison's Place, and we have to walk the walk and talk the talk and do the things that make Madison great. And so the partnership with Clean Lakes Alliance has been a key part of our strategy. They are just an incredible organization that does so much good for the community, and we're happy to support them.
So if people are interested in Frozen Assets, of course, there are events happening all week long. What's the best place for them to go?
You can go to the Edgewater's website, www.theedgewater.com, or you can go to Clean Lakes Alliance website, cleanlakes.org. Both websites have all the information on it.
And a little bit of everything for everyone, which I like. Whether you're a kid or you've been here forever, right? It's a lot of fun.
That's right. It's all ages, tons of fun, lots of things to do.
Amy, so good to see you again. Thank you so much for coming out here.
Thank you.
You bet. Of course, we'll have all of this up on channel3000.com. A lot of things to look forward to this week, Shane. And of course, the weather. A lot of folks are wanting to get outside now after we were kind of cooped up for the first part of January. So again, now is the time to come out here and support our area lakes.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun, but we're Wisconsinites, we're hardy on a t-shirt. I'm putting you in charge of that, Josh. That's just such a good line. All right, Josh, we'll check in later. All right. Hey, you can reach Josh if you want to share a story with you. You can reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. All right, Kelly, we're talking the weather all morning long. It's pretty nice out there.
Yeah, very mild. But you saw that wind that Josh was contending with on the east side of Lake Mendota. The winds are out of the west, so that wind is hurling across Lake Mendota this morning. It's not really that strong, but a west wind about 5 miles per hour. It's up to around 10 miles per hour in Mineral Point, and near Lone Rock 9 mile per hour winds. And this is behind a really weak cold front that has passed through, and that's what's bringing us some of these winds this morning. Otherwise, we are looking at clear skies from or cloudy skies from the Edgewater Hotel here, looking at the Capitol. We don't have that fog like we saw the last couple of mornings, and we're losing a lot of the snow as well. In fact, only a couple of inches reported here in southern areas of the state. They still don't have any snow as you get up toward Eau Claire, Ladysmith, then back toward the Twin Cities. Kind of a snow drought across much of the upper Midwest. Other than us, we had about 1.5 feet on the snow on the ground. Now we're down to just a couple of inches. Just a few snowflakes showing up on our Doppler track. You see these out to the west near the Dells, Richland Center, Lone Rock, seeing a couple of these snowflakes. Now even starting to develop just to the north of DeForest, headed south along Highway 51. So we may see a few snowflakes this morning, maybe mixing with a little bit of rain shower activity as well. Temperature's not going to climb a whole lot behind this cold front. We'll pretty much hold in the mid to upper 30s throughout the rest of the morning into the afternoon. That's behind the cold front. Just enough energy to squeeze out that moisture to produce a few of these snow flurries or sprinkles. That'll be with us this morning. But in general, over the next 6 to 10 days, we're calling for above average temperatures, and this will carry us right through the first week of February. So unusually mild weather will continue now. Can't rule out a little bit of drizzle or flurries today. After that, we're talking about mild temperatures well above 40 going into the weekend, and we are expecting some sunshine, definitely brightening things up as we go through the rest of the week into the weekend. So temperatures pretty much holding steady in the mid to upper 30s, maybe a flurry, maybe a sprinkle passing through. No big deal today, just kind of cloudy as temperatures remain in the mid 30s. Weak system passing through now, bring us the clouds, but after that, we're in a blocking weather pattern. We call it an omega blocking pattern. Basically, it looks like the Greek letter omega. You can see the storm system out west, one out east, in between. We're in that ridge, and that means quiet weather and also mild temperatures. And then the storm track by this weekend will be down to our south. we remain dry and relatively mild. 37 right now in Madison, also Janesville, 36 in Watertown, 37 in the Dells, Lone Rock. Right now across Dane County, it's down to 33 in Sauk City and also across Plains, while it's 38 currently in Middleton. Another mild day, just kind of cloudy with a passing flurry or some drizzle or a sprinkle. 37 this afternoon. Expecting that sun to break out tomorrow. 41 on Thursday. We continue to climb as we continue to melt this snow. Temperatures in the mid-40s this weekend, and really quiet weather and unseasonably mild weather for much of next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Coming up in the morning sprint, an update in the Slender Man stabbing case. Why one of the women charged might be set free.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
So I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but U.S. Cellular has a new deal where you can get any phone for free. Seriously, wow.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
Get any phone free when you switch. Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an award-winning Equinox. Lend a hand in the Silverado with up to 14 available camera views. Or mix it up in the Trax with an 11-inch diagonal display screen. Find the Chevy that's right for you. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models. Or get $500 cash allowance, plus current Chevy owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This new year is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
So I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but U.S. Cellular has a new deal where you can get any phone for free. Seriously, wow.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
Get any phone free when you switch.
Learn about orthopedics at ssmhealth.com/keepmoving.
6:52, time for the morning sprint. We're looking for your help finding a veteran who's going above and beyond to serve their community. Nominate them for our Spirit of Service campaign in partnership with Vortex Optics for a chance to win $5,000 to further their efforts. Share their story over on channel3000.com. You have the next 3 weeks to nominate. One of the biggest pieces of border legislation in years could see the Senate this week, but infighting between Republicans could see the bill stall when it gets there. Former President Donald Trump has been pressuring Republicans to not vote for the bill as a way to continue his push during the general election season. It remains to be seen if he will change the outcome. Meanwhile, President Biden is blaming the attack that killed 3 U.S. soldiers on Iranian-backed militants. He says the U.S. will respond to the attack, but that a war is avoidable. Iran has denied involvement in the strike It also injured more than 40 other service members. However, an Iranian-backed militia based in Iraq says it did launch attacks in that area. This morning, 3 Palestinian men are dead after an Israeli raid on a West Bank hospital. Israeli special forces dressed as civilians and medical staff to carry out the raid. The IDF says the men were terrorists with links to Hamas. Hamas military's wing is claiming one of the men as a member. The hospital says all 3 men were asleep during the attack. A Waukesha County judge will hold a hearing in April to determine whether Morgan Geyser should be released from a psychiatric hospital. Geyser, now 21, and another woman were 12 years old when they lured a classmate to a park and repeatedly stabbed her. The classmate survived the attack. The girls say they stabbed her to please the fictional horror character Slender Man. The person killed in a Beltline crash Friday night has been identified as 23-year-old Jaitaja Graham. Police say the vehicle that struck and killed her drove off. It was found the next day, but police have not yet identified any suspects. Anyone with information on the crash is asked to call Madison Area Crime Stoppers at 608-266-6014. Police chases continue to be a hot-button issue in Madison after multiple chases this month. That includes one that ended in a crash on Sunday afternoon. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but 4 people inside the vehicle were all arrested. Pursuit policies are made by department, which has led to some discrepancies between agencies across the area. Police in Sun Prairie say a customer at a laundromat Sunday night fought off an attacker by stabbing them in self-defense. It happened inside a business at a strip mall on West Main Street. Police say a dispute over the use of a laundry machine is what led to the attack. The attacker was sent to the hospital with minor injuries. The Justice Department says schools are the 3rd most common place for hate crimes in the U.S. In 2022, 10% of all hate crimes in the U.S. happened in schools or on college campuses. Stats on hate crimes in schools more than doubled between 2020 and 2022. Most incidents targeted Black, Jewish, and LGBTQ students.
Good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock, we do have cloudy skies. Our Doppler track indicating a few snow flurries up to the north and west, may mix with a sprinkle or two, moving toward Lone Rock, Reedsburg, Baraboo area, headed toward Prairie du Sac. A lot of this is really light, and that's all we can expect for today. Otherwise, just cloudy for today. Looking at the temperatures to be mild, though. We're talking about 40s returning tomorrow, and we are expecting sunshine for the rest of the week going into the weekend. Very quiet, and usually quiet weather patterns setting up as we close out January going into February. Just a few snowflakes today as we hold in the mid to upper 30s throughout the afternoon. Winds are out of the west and northwest, keeping temperatures pretty status quo in the mid to upper 30s this afternoon. Just cloudy today, but we get back into sunshine tomorrow. 40s for the foreseeable future going into next week.
Unbelievable. Well, let's take advantage of it. All right, Kelly, thank you.